nigga Hoover Gumby, certified goofy, right? But because he's saying something about WACK and he's a gang member, right? Niggas is pom-pomming the nigga right now. This is the mind frame of niggas, right? Certified goofy dude. But because he's saying something about WACK, they pom-pomming. But a nigga don't question why didn't you say something about the nigga when you was in his face. They don't address the situation as it is. It's just that, okay, it's a gang member. He's addressing WACK. Let's support him. This is the mind frame, right? And if he's from a certain set, they supporting the set. It's like when you got that kind of mindset and you not thinking realistically, you really have your brain on a low frequency. Your brain's not going to be operating on a higher frequency because you're living to a standard that really nobody cares about. You know, you care about it because you want to be affiliated and a part of something, but nobody doesn't really care about that shit. That's some in-house shit. People should have been calling WACK out about all this shit a long time ago. Straight up. A long time ago. Everybody known the shit. It's like these niggas embrace the fuckery until it's pointed at them. They embrace it. And this is why people look at that culture the way that they do. They might feel like the culture is, you know, something serious to them, but the world doesn't look at it that way. And then they might say, oh, you can't come to this area. That's why the culture is secluded to that specific area, because they really don't care about it worldwide. So if they seclude it to this area, it'll keep the nonsense over here and let y'all promote the nonsense over here. But we don't want it over here. But it's like people don't really look at it and pay attention to what it is for what it is. They lie to themselves. Big U was out here, and we just got to be real. Running pressure. He was running pressure. Suge Knight was running pressure. WACK was running around with these niggas running pressure. These niggas are all foul individuals. And I'm just being real. But Big U's in a situation, right? And his homies told on him. WACK told on him, right? Niggas done told on a nigga, but these niggas act like the nigga didn't do nothing. There's been people that have called me, right, from out that area, saying the things that Big U was doing. Straight up. There's been people that have called into the show that are from out that area saying what Big U has done. People done said it. On the internet, people have said it and said Big U have done certain things to people, right? But people that are, you know, on the internet acting like, okay, Big U ain't done nothing, right? He ain't done nothing to nobody. You lying to yourself. You ain't lying to a system that is designed and use the resources, WACK, Dale, and Morley, to collect the evidence as they did surveillance, wiretaps, and everything else. You're not lying to that. You lying to yourself. In the world, it's a lot of lying going on to themselves. People will literally sit there and lie to themselves and believe their own lies. The government don't believe your lies. The people that have experienced situations, they don't believe your lies. That's something that you believe in. You can fool yourself if you know you want to sit there and make yourself believe something. But this is what these niggas is doing. Straight up. This is what they doing. You know, and niggas don't like the real and the truth. That's one thing I've understood about life. Niggas like to be lied to and manipulated. They have a great deal of respect, and their attention is grown and drawn to people that lie and manipulate them. When somebody's telling them the truth, they don't want to hear the truth. Nah, they don't want to hear the truth. Big U put himself in a predicament because of his actions. It's either two ways you're going to go with a criminal lifestyle. It's only two ways that you're going to go. You either going to cooperate with the authorities, or you're going to go to jail. Either way. But it's going to go either way. And, you know, it's crazy that people really think that because they lie to themselves and they create a narrative to themselves to make themselves believe something, that shit is gonna like take flight somewhere. You know, it's so many people that said Big U was running pressure. He ran pressure on niggas. Hey, that was a decision he chose to make. He wasn't a hustler. Let's just be real. Big U wasn't a hustler. His game was running pressure. And I'm just being real, right? There are some hustlers out there. But niggas follow what other niggas is doing. You are who you surround yourself around. If majority of the gang members is robbing, stealing, manipulating, this is what everybody gonna do. This is the wave. And this is what these niggas is doing. They all following the same regimen. They think that if you got somebody in fear of you, that you hold some type of pressure. This is what they doing. If you got somebody that fears you, if you can make more people fear you, that you hold seniority. This is the mind frame of black people. You got people fearing you, you got some seniority, and you got some control. So they continue to try to get people to fear them, and this is their game. Running around and make it their purpose of seeing who they can intimidate and get to fear them. Listen to WACK. Listen to him, right? We all know Wack is soft as drugstore cotton. We know this. But if you pay attention to his game, he wants everybody to fear him. Because all of his homies is like that with 120 years of penitentiary behind them, right? You don't want to be respected for your hustle. You want to be respected out of fear. This is the mind frame of black people, right? They feel like the only way to get position is to have people fear them. And this is what we're seeing. And every time the people portray this image, they get taken down. And when they go down, you got these other people in the back saying, oh, he wasn't like that. He didn't do that. That wasn't him. It's just like the parent out there that knows Lil Ray Ray was terrorizing everybody. As soon as somebody beat Lil Ray Ray at his own game, pow, they sitting there like, my baby ain't do nothing to nobody. Why this happened to my baby? But the neighborhood got all the stories about Lil Ray Ray terrorizing everybody in the community. All these people in the community, they remember Ray Ray as the person that was terrorizing, taking advantage of them. They don't remember Ray Ray as the one that was doing the good shit. They remember when they had to be mindful around Ray Ray. They had to be scared to go to certain areas because Ray Ray was there. See, when you say this real shit, niggas, they don't want to acknowledge that because black people want to be respected out of fear. They don't want to be respected out of their hard work and dedication. They don't want to be respected because of the hustle that they put down. They want to be respected because a nigga feared them. Let's be real. We all see Wack running around the internet telling this nigga, that it only costs $1,500 for your life, right? Now we know this nigga is certified police. Straight up. We know he working with them people. But he wants everybody to respect him out of fear. So he running around the internet trying to get everybody's attention by this hardcore fake clubhouse gangster. This is what he doing. And when you see what he's doing, you know he working with them people. You know what it is. Yeah, Big U wanted everybody to fear the nigga. That was his game. Big U wasn't a hustler. These niggas don't know how to get no pack and flip a brick. They don't know how to do that. These niggas don't know how to go to work and put the hustle down with a job and create companies and make them draw revenue. Nah. They know how to put fear in other individuals that already got a company, that already got a hustle. And then they latch on to other niggas' businesses and companies and run pressure like that. That's their hustle because they don't know how to create their own hustle and keep it going. Straight up. Because if we see Big U was taking extortion payments for $1,000. Damn. It's Big U now. It's Big U. You was willing to accept $1,000 to take for somebody and you big you? Hold up. You couldn't go out there and make $1,000 in a day with your name being big you? Huh? You had to get a nigga to come give you money for $1,000 and you got the name of big you? So you ain't had that ability because you wasn't a hustler. If Big U was a hustler, right? And I'm just being real. If he was a hustler, he wouldn't have had to extort nobody. He wouldn't have to accept payments from nobody. Now, niggas is running around saying that Big U lent Dale money. Yo, this shit's wild. Niggas is running around saying Big U lent Dale money. That shit is wild. This how dumb these niggas are. Come on, man. This how dumb these niggas are. Why would Big U lend Dale money? Dale is a guy that already figured out how to hustle the bud. He figured out how to pump the weed. He figured that out. So, what money did he need from Big U? He figured out how to hustle the weed. He figured out how to hustle. Yeah, we know he had crazy charges, right? Minor charges, some foul shit. But he figured out how to hustle. And I gotta be real because I come from being a hustler. Everybody don't know how to hustle. It takes a certain type of discipline to know how to hustle. You gotta know how to cut certain things out and not do certain things to be a hustler. From what I hear about Big U, he didn't know how to manage his money. That wasn't his hustle. His hustle was extortion. So some people got to understand, right? If you are a robber, a thief, an extortionist, right? Those type of individuals, you spend the money fast and you got to repeat the cycle in order to get more revenue because you got the money fast. It's the same thing on a different level with a nigga that is selling work that figured out how to hustle that. If you out here selling work, you getting fast money. You gonna spend it fast. So you got to get out there and figure out how to sell the work, re-up, get more work, and move it again because it's coming and going fast. So if a nigga is the type of individual that is robbing and taking shit from people, he has to continue that cycle, right? Straight up. Niggas is talking about, you know, Big U had niggas checking in out there, right? And what gets me, you know, about these individuals, right, that want to lie to themselves, they'll say Big U wasn't extorting nobody. Big U got on there and told the whole world that a nigga had to check in with him. If they come around here, shoot a video, anything, they gotta check in with him, right? This is how cocky and comfortable the nigga got. Straight up. This is how comfortable the nigga got. The nigga got so comfortable that he went to the internet to talk about how a nigga gotta check in with it. Yeah, you come around here, you gotta check in with me. I'm the one you gotta check in with. Yeah. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Share this live.